Imagine pulling up to a fuel station on your motorcycle. Instead of reaching for the petrol pump, you grab the diesel nozzle. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But here's the surprising part. Diesel engines are famous for being more fuel efficient, producing more torque, and lasting for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. If they're so good, why do trucks, buses, tractors, and many cars use diesel? While almost every motorcycle runs on petrol, it seems like diesel would be the obvious choice. But once you look inside the engine, you'll realize why motorcycles and diesel were almost never meant for each other. The story begins with how these two engines create power. A petrol engine mixes air and fuel, then uses a spark plug to ignite the mixture. It's a quick, controlled explosion that allows the engine to rev incredibly fast. A diesel engine works very differently. It compresses air so tightly that the temperature rises enough to ignite the fuel without a spark. This creates a much stronger push on the piston, producing excellent torque and impressive fuel economy. That's why diesel engines can pull heavy loads so easily. At first, diesel sounds perfect for motorcycles. Better mileage, more pulling power, and a longer engine life. So why didn't manufacturers switch years ago? The biggest reason is weight. A diesel engine has to survive much higher compression than a petrol engine. That means its pistons, crankshaft, engine block, and other internal parts must be much stronger and much heavier. In a car weighing over 1,000 kilograms, adding a heavier engine isn't a huge problem. But on a motorcycle that weighs just 150 to 200 kilograms, every extra kilogram changes how it handles. A heavier bike becomes slower to accelerate, harder to corner, and less enjoyable to ride. Then there's another problem: engine speed. Motorcycles love high RPMs. Many sports bikes easily reach 12,000 or even 15,000 revolutions per minute. That's what gives them their thrilling acceleration and screaming engine sound. Diesel engines are almost the opposite. They produce their best power at much lower RPMs, push them too high, and efficiency drops while mechanical stress increases dramatically. Imagine putting a truck engine into a racing bike. It might have plenty of torque, but it would never deliver the excitement riders expect. There's also the issue of vibration. Because diesel combustion creates much higher pressure, diesel engines naturally vibrate more than petrol engines. In a large SUV or truck, that vibration is absorbed by the vehicle's weight and insulation. On a motorcycle, where the rider sits directly on the engine, every vibration is felt through the handlebars, seat, and foot pegs. Long rides would quickly become uncomfortable. But here's something most people don't know. Diesel motorcycles do exist. Several companies have built them over the years. Even the military has used diesel motorcycles because they offer excellent fuel economy and can share the same fuel as military vehicles in remote areas. One famous example is the Hayes Diversified Technologies M1030M1, developed for the U.S. military. It could travel much farther on a single tank than a similar petrol bike. But despite those advantages, it never became popular with everyday riders. The reason is simple. Most people don't buy motorcycles just to save fuel. They buy them because they're fun. Riders want quick acceleration, smooth engines, lightweight handling, and an exciting riding experience. Petrol engines deliver all of those things better than diesel ever could. Today, petrol engines have also become far more efficient than they used to be. Modern fuel injection, improved engine design, and hybrid technologies have narrowed diesel's biggest advantage. At the same time, electric motorcycles are beginning to enter the market, giving manufacturers a completely different direction instead of investing in diesel technology. So, could diesel motorcycles make a comeback? Probably not. Not because diesel is a bad engine, but because it's the wrong engine for the job. Diesel was built for strength, endurance, and carrying heavy loads. Sometimes the best technology isn't the one that's more powerful. It's the one that's perfectly suited to its purpose. And that's why, even after more than a century of engineering, the familiar sound you'll hear from almost every motorcycle is still the sound of a petrol engine. If you enjoyed discovering the engineering behind everyday machines, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating questions explained in just 5 minutes. Because sometimes the simplest questions have the most surprising answers.